I'm here at the New England Comic Con with Gary Sohmers from, well, not from the Antique Roadshow. He's like an appraiser for the last 14 years at the Antique Roadshow. How's it going?
Sounds very confusing. Okay, I'm doing great. I'm here at Comic-Con
Right.
at Boston at the Heinz Auditorium. It's the first time Wizard World has done one here at this location.
Yeah.
It's funny because Obama had his rally here yesterday too. So to see stormtroopers and superheroes and little kids right next to politicians was a lot of fun.
Nice, nice, nice. How did you first become into getting into collecting?
When I was a little kid, about 8 years old, my dad would come home from traveling. He's a traveling salesman. He would bring a little cigar box full of campaign buttons that he bought at a little antique shop. And he would teach me history. He would teach me how to find something for $1 and sell it for 100. So I looked at that and went, that looks like a good racket. Well, how can I get into that? So I started having yard sales and selling my toys and then going and buying new ones.
Wow.
So the habit started early, evolved from toys to and campaign buttons through records and music memorabilia to posters and all things that are now pop culture. It's good to be the king of pop culture.
Now, being the king of pop culture, do you have a specific thing? Are you like into TV, like classic TV or music? What's your main genre?
I know the value of 100,000 useless objects.
Wow.
So if you can sit in it, I can't help you. If you can drink out of it, I'm probably not good unless it's got Orphan Annie on it.
Yeah.
But I know most popular culture history and artifacts back to about 1860s from P.T. Barnum and Mark Twain through The Simpsons and Family Guy. That's
Wow.
my era. And I have it all categorized up here. Left brain and right brain are all kind of mushed together. So I couldn't pick out a single favorite. I do love Roger Rabbit. I do love rock and roll. And it's hard to pick a favorite.
What's your most expensive thing you own? Or not own, but try to sell? Something like that.
Well, I mean, I buy and sell stuff all the time. Expensive doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's how much margin. You know, you can sell a $100,000 thing and make $1,000. You can
True.
sell a $1,000 thing and make $1,000. So, you know, it's about how hard we work to make a living doing this. You got to find it. Find somebody who wants it. That's a big gap between that. You know, how do I know that you want to sell it? Realistically, we go through this whole process of you've got it, you want to get as much as possible. I have to sell it and make a profit.
Right.
So there's really not huge margins for me anymore. It's mostly I sell on consignment. I'm looking for collections. People who've put away things, you know, and their attic is full, and their basement's full, the garage is full, the rooms are full, you can't even walk through it like this, you know. Those are what I help people with, that type of situation. We do appraisals, and appraisals is a big business. We handle the 3Ds: death, debt, and divorce.
Wow.
That's where the most stuff comes from, one of the 3Ds.
Right.
So that happens, and that's what we do. And you can go to allcollectors.com. That's our website, allcollectors.com, where you find out where we're going to be. We're on tour all the time, doing events. And if you need an appraisal done, I'm the guy.
Okay, two more quick questions.
Sure.
Number one, of all your years as an appraiser for the Antique Roadshow, what was the one item you just wowed for? Like,
Oh, I've wowed for every item that I've had to do on TV. It's interesting, Roadshow is a situation where we pay to go. We appear for 13 hours on the hard floor like this, doing appraisals to hundreds of people with thousands of items. So it becomes a blur.
Right.
Now, the things you see on TV, some of the things I've loved was like the Beatles Butcher cover,
Yeah.
the Frank Zappa oil painting.
Oh, wow.
That was just my favorite, I have to say, of all, because it's an oil painting this big by Frank Zappa when he was in junior college. And the Spinning Jaws of Death.
Wow.
That was pretty awesome. And a lot of these you can go onto the Roadshow website and see the appraisals. There's
cool.
like 30 of my appraisals up there. And then old YouTube's got pretty much a lot of them themselves.
Right, right.
So it's hard to pick a favorite, you know, but
Right.
I have a lot of favorites.
and finally, now with these shows like, let's see, Pawn Stars or what's the other one?
American Pickers.
Pickers, right? Well, how do you feel about those shows? And are you ever going to be part of those shows? Come in and be a guest?
Well, the interesting thing is about Roadshow is we've established in the last 15 years a certain amount of credibility.
Yeah.
It's not a setup. It is live. When I tape something, when you see it on TV,
Yeah.
I did it real live, right then and there. Told the person exactly what. I didn't call in an expert. I didn't bring, have to go to the internet and look it up. If I can't talk about it from my heart,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Those shows are setups.
Okay.
Which means they're productions, television productions. Wicked cool productions, very funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Chumley. He's like my favorite part. He has nothing to do with the collecting part. But they produce TV so people will watch and advertisers will advertise. They have no concept of our business on its reality level, which is, you know, that people need to sell stuff, people need to buy stuff, people need to insure stuff. It's real. It's what our day-to-day lives are, and it's tragic when somebody has a fire or a flood and lose everything and have no way to recover their emotional and their valuable objects. So I always encourage everyone to write everything down, make a complete list of what you got, take pictures of it, and then get an insurance appraiser like myself or any other appraisers you see on Roadshow to do an actual appraisal for you.
Now, should you do that for new collections as well as old?
Anything you want to preserve your value on, otherwise, you know, it could just wash away in a flood.
Okay.
Insurance company's going to look at you and laugh and say, hey, you don't have flood insurance?
Yeah.
You don't have hurricane insurance? Wait, you don't have things dropping out of the sky? You know, insurance?
Right.
So you have to read your insurance policy, work with an appraiser who can help you make sure your stuff is itemized and listed. Protect yourself. You spend thousands of dollars on cool stuff, it could just be gone in a minute.
And one last time, could you just give us the website again or how they can reach you?
Come to allcollectors.com, ALLCOLLECTORS.com. See you there.
Thank you very much.
Always fun. Thank you.